Hello Pisces, welcome to Fifth House Divination. My name is Kirsty and today we are going to do your solar return reading for the next year ahead. So this will do you from birthday to birthday. So generally from the end of February 2021 until the end of February 2022. So this is sort of this Pisces season until the end of Aquarius season next year. So we're going to do a general look at your year ahead, how you're thinking, what you're feeling, the theme for the year. As I say, the reading is general, so do take what resonates. I will be uploading your other sun, moon and rising signs as we progress through the year when it gets to the season of that sign. So do check those out, there may be something useful in those for you. Pisces, then your cards here, you've got a lot of major arcanas here that have come out. So I think this coming year is going to be quite a big year for you. Sort of fairly big changes, and the theme of the year in the centre of the reading that we've got here is the Hierophant, which talks about the Hierophant can be teacher, it can talk about spirituality, it can talk about faith and belief, and with that we've got the Ace of Wands. So for some of you this could be possibly sort of a new spirituality coming in. It could be a new teacher, this could be a renewed sort of self-esteem or connecting with a partner, a new attraction, a new inspiration, maybe some sort of possibility of possibly meeting a marriage partner or something like that. But what I'm really getting from the overall sort of feeling, the overall tone of the reading is that this is you moving away from, I think there's been some sort of disappointment possibly in your group connections, possibly with a third party connection, or there's been some kind of cutting out process that you've been going through in the underlying energy. So underneath this Hierophant we've got the Four of Swords, and that talks about healing from sort of pain or disappointment. So I think this year is you about sort of a new belief, a new faith, coming into contact with something that really inspires you. As I say, that could be sort of spirituality, it could be a person, it could be a connection or a relationship, it could be something creative. So this Four of Swords healing energy that we've got here, we've got the end of a sort of a cycle here coming through for you. So the reason I was talking about Three of Cups is because the underlying energy that came out for this Four of Swords is the Queen of Swords, which can talk about cutting things out, and the Three of Cups in reversed. Now I don't purposely put reverse cards into the deck, so I just thought it was unusual that this came out reversed. The Three of Cups can be community, it can be people that we deal with, this can be in a love situation, this could be a sort of a third party situation where there's more than sort of two people involved in it. So I think this year you are moving away, you're cutting out, or I think recently you have cut out people or situations that really aren't serving you, that are possibly undermining your own self-esteem, your own self-belief. Because where this reading picks up in the Sun position, so what we're probably aware of at the moment is we've got the Temperance card, which talks about a rebalancing after a transformation. This is sort of picking up the pieces and mixing everything back together and seeing what that then makes. And that's clarified by the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles is the collaboration card. So I think as the year begins, or possibly soon, we see you in a position of really understanding, rethinking and reworking how you practically collaborate with people. So this could be the Three of Pentacles, as I say, is a practical collaboration. So this could be, it could be in work, it could be in relationships, but I think this is a general, because with you guys, Pisces, you tend to, there is a real sort of feeling, a sense of merging and really kind of sort of blending with the collaborations that you have. That there's sometimes it can be sort of difficult to separate the two. This can lead to you kind of giving more than you should, or receiving more than is, you know, possibly sort of healthy for you. So I think there has been something recently where you've or you will be going through a process of really looking at the connections that you have, how you connect with people. As I say, this could be sort of any kind of connections or collaborations in your life. And beautifully, I mean, this is actually a really lovely year for you, because what we've then got coming in is we've got the Justice card and the Three of Wands in the Moon position. So this is something that's coming through that you may possibly not be aware of yet, but this is what's coming through next. And this is the Justice card and the Three of Wands. The Justice card talks about basically receiving your just desserts. This talks about, this could possibly be, for some of you, this could be some kind of court settlement. This can indicate sometimes the legal system. And, you know, receiving justice. So whatever this is that's coming through, the result of it, whatever it is that's coming in, is kind of justified for you. And there's the Three of Wands here, and the Three of Wands talks about waiting for your ships to come in. So I think that there is some action that you've taken, something that you've chosen, something that you've done. And what's going to happen is that the results that come in from that action are going to be sort of just. So, yeah, I mean, if you've done bad things, you'll get bad things. If you've done good things, you'll get good things. But I'm assuming you're a Pisces, guys, so I'm assuming that, you know, you've taken some sort of action in the past and you're really looking at the other cards. Whatever is coming in for you is really fulfilling, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. So yeah, so coming through then for you is something. There's you're going to be sort of reaping what you sow. There's going to be some kind of, it feels very much like a reward of some description. So this could be something tangible, something external, or this could be, if we're talking about you know, your own sort of self-esteem, or you know, your spiritual development. This is like a kind of a reward for the work that you've done in some manner, some way, shape or form. How you think about this, the sort of the effect this is going to have on how you think, your thought patterns, you know, how the logic and how you think about this is, we've got the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords talks about pain, it talks about disappointment. This is sort of, the swords are a mental energy. But then we've got the World, and the World talks about closing out a cycle. So I think that there's definitely a feeling of moving on. I think you've cut out things, and you're moving away from the things, and you're closing out and moving away from the things that caused you pain. So this is, I think, whatever painful cycle, whatever painful situation you found yourself in, that is going to be closing out. Whatever this is that's coming in, this justice that's coming into you is going to, I think it's going to help heal this pain, because you are moving on to, with this Hierophant, you are going to be moving on to the Four of Swords, and this is him kind of, you know, recuperating after this three. So there's some kind of just desserts coming in for you guys. And as I say, the amount of major arcana that we've got going on here, this is going to be a big change for you. So this will affect your life in some way, shape or So up in the Venus position, this is absolutely beautiful. Up in the Venus position, it tells us how you feel about your year, how you feel about this change that's coming through. We have basically got we've basically got the major arcana and the minor arcana version of the wish fulfillment card. This is absolute happiness. You know, so we've got the Sun card, which is the happiest card in the deck. It can also talk about the Sun in astrology talks about your sort of your journey in this lifetime. It's the, you know, it's your solar mission, is sort of what you're learning to be, what you're learning to do, what you're learning to contribute. And as a Pisces, you are learning to sort of transcend and you know, really kind of give, but to understand yourself and not lose yourself in the process. So this in the Venus position, this Sun and the Nine of Cups is whatever this is that's coming in for you, this change overall that you're making, is going to have you feeling very happy. I think it's going to put you very much in your own energy. It's going to bring self-esteem. It's going to bring happiness. And it's going to feel like some kind of a wish fulfillment. This is so beautiful. So if we then pop over here, so this is how we think about sort of what's coming in, how we think about it, and how we feel about it. And the cards down this side talk about what we're actually going to do, the sort of the external manifestation of it. So in the Mars position, which talks about the action that we're going to take, what we want to do, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles, this talks about the Ace of Pentacles, if you like, is the seed, it's the acorn, it's the thing that we plant that grows into material abundance. Pentacles are, in real life terms, it's money, it's jobs, it's relationships. They are the tangible things, the real things in our environment that support us and that we can use through our life. And the Ace is the start of the process. So I feel that there, with this this change, this rebalancing of how you collaborate, I think you're going to be taking during the year, there is going to be some action that you take, something that you plant, a seed that's going to sort of build towards your long-term prosperity, your long-term abundance. And that's clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles, again, is it's the Harvest card. It's a review card. This is really sort of thinking about, you know, she's got a tree here with, how many is on this one? 6. There are 7 pentacles on it. And a lot of the time, the Seven of Pentacles, there's 6 on the tree and there's 1 on the ground. And the person is looking at it thinking, right, okay, do I want to continue to contribute to this? Or, you know, do I want to put my pentacle elsewhere? So I think there is going to be a real review and sort of some thinking about how and what to plan and really where you're going. So this really is a whole, I do see this, guys, as a whole new sort of beginning. It's a new cycle. There's going to be something starting, something that you're going to be planting, something that you're going to be working with that is really going to lead to material abundance. Now, you don't go from the Ace of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles overnight. This is a process. But I think this year coming through, I think this is you. You've got some kind of new inspiration and new faith. As I say, this could be from spirituality, it could be a connection, it could just be a new self-esteem from the work that you've done. But there is something new that you're going to be planting that is going to lead to, I think this is going to put you on a whole new path and lead to a whole new abundance. So in the Jupiter card, in the Jupiter position, this is how the year is going to expand for you. 2 major arcanas again. So we've got the Hermit card, which talks about It can talk about looking back to move forward. It can talk about going within, withdrawing, and really sort of understanding how to move forward. You know, what he's guided by. The only thing you can see is this little light that he carries in front of him, and the light is, in many tarot cards, it's actually the star. And so this is talking about really going inside to understand, rather than looking for answers outside or externally. You're looking for answers within yourself, based on your own, you know, where you've been, what you've been doing. So I think this is really moving through your own understanding. Just on a side note, the two cards here that are represented is the Hermit is Virgo energy and the Lovers is Gemini energy. So that they may be people, maybe, you know, signs that might be relevant to you, but also they're both ruled by Mercury. So I just want to throw in here, it's just popped into my head just to look at I've done recently, I did a whole load of Mercury retrograde readings for the different signs, so just check those out. So the signs may or may not be relevant for you. It could be that moving forward, expanding forward, if you're going into a new group, if you've left your, you know, your Three of Cups, your group or your community, and you're moving forward into a new group and community and a new collaboration. It may be that the Hermit, so the Virgo and Gemini people, may be relevant to that. But as tarot cards, the Hermit talks about that sort of, it's an internal journey. It's a sort of, it's a withdrawal, and it talks about really kind of going inside. It can talk about actual physical kind of withdrawal and you know, going to a with the Hierophant here, I mean, you could maybe be going on a retreat or something, but it doesn't necessarily have to mean a physical withdrawal from the world. And the card that's come with it is the Lover's card. The Lover's card can talk about a crossroad, it can talk about a choice, it can talk about a decision, but this is a fairly major crossroad, and sort of big sort of life choices. So these two cards in combination, for some of you, we'll be talking about you know, sort of going inside to really understand the choices that you're making of what you want to plant and the direction that you're going in. The Lover's card also talks about coming into union with people. So this could be really understanding the groups or the types of people that are right for you, that resonate with you. This could be groups, community, in your profession, your creative endeavours, your spiritual community possibly. For some of you, this could also be you know, a one-to-one connection. You know, this could be some kind of romantic connection. We've got the Hierophant here and we've got the Lovers, so this could become some kind of committed sort of soulmate energy, if you like, for want of a better word. That won't be for all of you, but for some of you that that are in that sort of situation, that could be the case. So the outcome, this is amazing, more major arcana. The outcome of the year, we have got the Wheel of Fortune, which talks about, you know, the Wheel of Fortune comes out when events are turning in your favour. The Wheel of Fortune is a constant process. Sometimes you're at the top, sometimes you're at the bottom, sometimes you're sort of somewhere in between. And normally the Wheel of Fortune comes out when there's an upswing. Your life there's a sort of an up-levelling and upswing in the life, so things are improving. And so this is a great card to have as the outcome, because all of this work, the year that's been sort of going on, the things that you're going through, by the end of the year there is going to be a positive shift, a positive uplift in your situation, and that's clarified by the Empress. And the Empress card talks about sorry, I'm just really distracted because there is a massive, she's holding an enormous Venus symbol there. So this again, you know, this could be love. It could be something to do with love. Up here in the Venus position, we've got the Sun and the Nine of Cups. So I think very much this, you know, this Wheel of Fortune is talking about something that is emotionally very fulfilling for you. And the Empress is the creative card. It's the female divine energy. The Empress is the mother card. But I think this upswing is going to be in your creativity. I don't normally say this, but for some of you, this could be, some of you actually there could be sort of children coming out of this, possibly. Not for all of you, but for some of you, I'm definitely seeing this as a possibility for you guys that are possibly getting married, or you're coming into some kind of committed partnership. The year could end with some kind of, because we've got the Empress and we've got the Ace of Wands here, which can talk about a new spark of life. It is possible. We've also got, so we've got the Wheel of Fortune, we've got Temperance. So for some of you, this could be a child, but obviously that won't be the case for all of you. I think for the rest of you, this year is going to culminate in a real sort of upswing in your creativity. Or for those of you who are on a sort of a more spiritual journey, I think this is talking about the repair of your divine feminine energy, how you receive and give love, you know, and how you what's the word, merge and blend your divine masculine and your divine feminine, because that's ultimately what this Lovers is about. It's the merging of two energies. So this is absolutely beautiful, guys. It's, yeah, I mean, this is a really, I think this is a really big year for you. I think this coming year marks a real shift. There is some kind of repair and sort of regeneration after a change, a split from your community, or moving away from people, and you're moving into a really kind of new self-expressive phase where I think you're really starting to understand how you connect with people, and what you can do to sort of you know, sort of plant your own field really, and just kind of move forward in a better way. I think you're going to be changing, essentially. I think you're going to be changing how you collaborate with people, be they romantic, business, you know, personal connections. I really see you sort of moving away and moving towards a new group, a new energy. But I think this coming year, this is going to be the foundational year for a lot of sort of luck and prosperity and good fortune in future years to come. I think when you look back on this year, you'll see this year as a sort of a founding year. Right, guys, I'm going to leave that there for you. Happy birthday. Don't forget to check out your other sun, moon and risings as they come through. There's general readings that go up. You normally get a love and a general reading each month. And yeah, do check out those Mercury retrograde readings just in case there's something there that's relevant for you. But a great year, guys. This looks really productive. And I'll speak to you again soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.